Hello and welcome back, I'm People Joe, and this is Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Today, I hope the planning thing is over and we can actually start doing a little bit of construction out here, because let's be honest, this is going to take forever. So a little bit of organization and optimization to at least get to this stage could be helpful. Yes, we still have to plan the city. That's just the thing that has to happen. But I think we can shortcut a couple things with some local free construction offices to at least get started here. And that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Yes. Speaking of construction, there's more construction that needs to happen on the other side, because these are all buildings and industries that I would really like to turn on. And there are some utilities still missing from this whole section. So that has to happen. And then, well, we still have to figure out transport to the Steel Valley buildings, really all of them. And I'm realizing I haven't done anything with trains there or trams. I feel like I made that stupid sound now 2 episodes in a row, or 2 out of 3. Sorry about that. But can't undo it. There's absolutely no way to go back on what we just done. Therefore, here we are. Great. What should you do? We have a little bit of money in the bank. I don't want to waste all of it on just some vehicles, but then we also have a lot of vehicles over here in our free things, and we can decide, do we want to use vehicles like this? I guess these are mostly just dump trucks, so they're not super helpful. These are open hulls, but also not super helpful because there's not that many of them. I'm trying to figure out if there's a good way to bring a lot of material out here fast. I think the answer to that is no. No, there's not. But that does not mean that we cannot start building a bunch of things in this area relatively quickly. Let's just do a quick shortcut there, because there are, obviously you can see that roads are already being constructed out here, which is super duper helpful. But what else do you want? I really want to get these things up and running. Rail would be super duper if we can get that up and running, but that is not a thing yet. There was a comment. Let's check that out really quick. There was a comment that talked about maybe instead of having the cement silo sitting out here, it would be much better if we use the cargo station that we already have over here to get that connected. And I know that these... Oh, it does. I thought, for reasons, in my mind, in my head, that this one did not have factory connections. I was wrong, as usual, because that's just how things work. It actually doesn't cost that much more or less than what we had already. And I think, objectively, this is a much better location situation to get cement going. Does it really matter? You can have this one with a block. You're going to block traffic here, or you can have this one without a block. Here you're going to drive a little further. It's also going to be connected to the highway much closer. This one is really far away from the highway, but really far really just means it's down there. So which one is better? They both work. They both totally work. This one currently has a situation where it's definitely going to block a little bit of train traffic whenever we have a longer cement train coming through here. That is never ideal. That is never ideal. Over here you have a couple more options. It really, this part does not make a huge difference. The only difference is that this one is going to probably load relatively slow because of how this one is set up, but I'm not sure that I really care. I do like utilizing this a little more, and then the cement truck just has to go around the corner a little more. We definitely do not need this dry bulk conveyor. That is silly. But the cement truck now has to come all the way down here to drop off whatever wants to drop off. With that said, we could probably turn this thing around to have the access to the other side. I'm not sure that that really matters. I think everything is fine. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Yes, here's what we're going to do. First off, I cannot allow all of this to get constructed at the same time, especially building-wise. I don't think you have to do too much there. Okay, that's fine. let's get a couple things going. Gravel, all of this central area and gravel there, and then start graveling this stuff. And while you're in the area, you may as well start graveling these things. So I'm going to talk to my construction office that is responsible for graveling things and get these things all organized. That started, that's not started yet. We can help you by having this one come over here, construction office. Get that one going, get this one going. Good. It's big enough for mechanisms. Beautiful. We have a couple mechanisms sitting over here. It's a free construction office, but technically it doesn't actually have access to anything. Oh, I didn't. Oh boy. We still have a little bit of fuel here, which is wonderful, but technically this guy does no longer have access to any roads at all whatsoever on any side, any direction here. So we're gonna do a quick temporary, because that's how I like to roll. This one kind of connects us right away. Sure, get a quick temporary one that can start working on this if they really feel like it. And at least gonna make these ones do something useful for the time being. I like it. Construction office 5, yep, all of this is already assigned. That's good. Can even come up to that side. Those things all work for me for now. Yes, that's good. Speaking of, here's a construction office. It is free. Let's remove you because we no longer need you. This fuel station is kind of on the way out here. It's a better location than this fuel station. This is really just right next to the cranes. That's not a crane, that's an excavator. Yes. Which is why I can stay there. Those things first. Next are a couple construction offices that we will use to construct the construction office next to us, and these will be dedicated construction office to that specific cause, but I do not like them adding silly nodes where we really don't need them. So let's update that a little bit. Construction office 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, of course. Why 6? Because more room, more better. Wow, this is like the one where it's just like, no, you can't build here. You gotta be kidding me. It's like the last piece, and you're not gonna let me do the thing that I meant to do here. That is unacceptable. Oh, 7. We are full. That's why. Got it. Perfect. What are we gonna do? I would like... those excavators cannot come over here yet, but that's okay. I would... See, in reality, we need them to go down here to pick up stuff. That is what we need from them. The easiest way to accomplish... Oh, this may be stupid. Okay, yes, I think it is stupid. What you're doing here is kind of a little stupid. Okay, get rid of these. I don't know that we need them. If we need them again, we can do that later. Let's just get the real construction crew and tell them, build these construction offices, build these 2 things, build this storage that currently does not have any access to anything because this road connection wasn't completed yet. Now it is. Number 5, yes, do that guy. I don't know that we need this. If we have these things organized, I think we have a pretty good chance of... That's the wrong one anyways. If we do these guys, we have a pretty good chance of getting some construction going here. That should help us get started with something. Okay, let's look at what your current... Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. No, this is not going to work the way that you wanted it to. No. No. Cancel construction mode. Yes. Get rid of these. They're never going to come out here. So, forget about that. Let's do the next best thing. Let's build the construction offices that I had in a temporary spot over here, so they're really close to the source. That's the thing that takes forever to go to the source. So that's where you should put most of your construction offices anyways. Okay, then we're gonna put some right here. Again, these are temporary for a reason, because I will tear them down once the construction offices are done in the other locations. And sure, this is fine. This totally gives us what we need. I will tell them that they're not allowed to pick up their own stuff. This is just a temporary crew. like so. And what do we want from them? I would like, do we have an empty one? We do have an empty one. Why aren't you using this? Give me a minute. Construction office 4. Assign construction office mode. I want this one to go away because it's currently not used. Are you in a group assigned to distribution office? That's not the same thing. Construction office crew has all of these. Which one is that? It is the office 4. Okay, great. Unassign. Construction office 4. Boom. Boom. Chakalaka. What do we want from this one? I would like a bunch of open holes and covered holes. They should get us started with what we want to do here. Because this is a really long distance, we can go 60 kilometers per hour. Let's see what makes the most sense. Yeah, 12D. Yeah, sure, 40. It's not really great. The logger truck is not going to help us because we don't have wood to transport. 40 again, 31, 35, definitely not you. 31, 31, 42 for 5 tons. 45 for 5 tons, 60 for 3 tons. Ouch. 65 for 2 tons, and it's just wood. I don't know that we have options because these are all so small. That's just not going to work. Let's give me these blue ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trying to think what else I want from these. Obviously we need a bus to bring some people out. Just temporary, but they're not that expensive, so we may as well make this work. 45, 45, and 65. You're the winner. 2 buses, please, and thank you. I will use some other free construction offices to have local machinery, so we're not going to actually use these. Again, left control and bulldozer click will remove them from wherever you want. Construction office, let's use number 8 as you are my friend. I will co-assign this one because gravel we're just going to get from down here anyways, and I don't have to add this many more dump trucks to them to actually get anything done. These are technically lazy right now. They're not having that much to do. We could locate a couple of them probably. But maybe we'll do that once we actually have some local gravel coming in here, and that's very possible. At least these guys are doing what they're supposed to do. Let's make this high priority and high priority because that should make life a little easier. And I don't know if you can tell, but I may have assigned this guy to a construction crew. Not all of them, apparently. So try that again. Get this one done so we can actually complete this loop relatively soon. That would be great. There's so many things that you're trying to do. Are you sure you're going to get them all done today? Nope, absolutely not. Not even a little bit. We don't even have population yet to make anything move, but at least we are empty in several buildings on this side, so that's actually helpful. Okay. Local mechanisms. That's what you talked about. Yes, let's invite some local mechanisms. And it's mostly road cranes and some more excavators to get things moved a little faster. They're also the furthest away most of the time. So that's what we're going to use the free construction offices for. How many do you want? 1, 2, 3. From New York to Germany. I made that joke before. I made that joke many times. It's not even a joke. It's just a silly thing that was a song back when I was young in Germany that would play often enough and was one of the things of when you just started in school and learned some English in 5th grade or 4th grade or whatever. Those were all simple words that you can at least mumble out, and then you would sing them on your way to wherever. And yeah, it was cute. Maybe. I don't know that it was. You, sir. No, you're still good. Distribution office. You, sir, is who I'm looking for. Could you please come down here and do some things? Let me check. You are currently coming out somewhere else. I have a feeling I would like to add 1 extra distribution helper to this thing, especially because they're so far away now. 2 tons, 5 tons, 5 tons. 4 tons, 3 tons, speed 60, 31, 42, 45. Let's do the extra speedies, greens, 2 of them because we're crazy, and that should be good. Now that one can do whatever it wants to do. Excavators, yes. Is that dollars? You have this one. It'll never arrive. Okay. Alternative, you could put them on a truck. Oh, that would make things a lot faster. Yes, I think I like that. What do we have here? Excavators here. We have a couple obviously already in the area. 15 is not bad, and a 42 kilometer per hour getting out here is also not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's fill this one up with these excavator trucks. I like it. Give me some road cranes. That's the next thing. Road crane. There we go. We have a speed 10 and speed 5. Are you... Wait a second. That doesn't sound right unless I don't have any road cranes yet. I do not want to use more vehicles than I absolutely need to, but then I should also talk about, let's get a couple things built out here while we're in the area. This is the new construction office that cannot assign its own anything, so hopefully this will work. You will need someone to go through here. Gravel has to be done. This is gravel. This is gravel. Gravel will be one of the big things that we have to organize right away. Otherwise, nothing's going to get done. For this one to work, this cargo station has to get done. I don't care how fast I get these things done. It just has to get done. I think the closed warehouse is not that important right now. Yeah, I think if you get these things done, you may as well get these two organized in here. You can actually get a couple things done relatively quickly. I like it. Okay, back to the road crane problem. These are the options that we have. Speed 10 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have buses, but we do not have sources assigned. Also, we do not have sources assigned in general to this friend. There's a source, and then here's a source. Do we have workers here? Sometimes we probably do. Not as many as I would like. Do we have to reduce any numbers anywhere? The courthouse. Yeah. Sir, you are not allowed to work yet. There's no need for another courthouse in the area. So get out of here. The booze place. 2 people, 2 bartenders, max. If you have to wait, that's just too bad. The sports hall, how about 4? I just want some leftover workers there every once in a while. Looks like this one needs a friend. Construction office 4. Can you please get this one done? That would be super. Another university would be great right now. Let's just get it done. Our population is still undereducated, so we have to get on top of that. Yes, I am doing some research every once in a while, but I feel like overall that's probably gonna work out eventually. This is what I was looking for. Hey, research is almost done. Research is almost done here, and then I can probably just let them sit. There you go. Let them sit and do whatever they want to do for a while. We don't need vehicles yet. I don't need electrified railway. Bitumen and fuel. Yes, that would be nice. Pollution filter. Also, all of those things would be nice, but I think I want to use the professors to get us educated first. Good. Cool. That's good. That should do the things. What are you guys doing? You are sitting behind this gravel and asphalt. Yes, I don't actually want you that far away, because that was one of the excavators from the gravel and asphalt building. If you read, you knew that already. Proud of you. But there you go. The excavators are actually here already. That's beautiful. And we have fuel arriving also. Beautiful. Those are the 2 things that I really cared about. Cement. We have to add a cement source guy. We need to add a cement guy to this thing. No, concrete. This is a concrete guy. Yeah. Okay. They are full. We have... What the... Oh. Okay, so you have 3 tons at 31 kilometers. You are something at that many kilometers per hour. Do we have a different one yet? 70 at 1 ton. No, I don't. I don't think I want to go there. Yeah, you have these options. 5 tons at 42, which is what you have, or 3 tons. Okay, so that's going to be fine. But let's assign the cement office also to the special crew that has to come out here and do something useful. Otherwise, none of these buildings are ever going to get done. We get through the basic phase, and that's probably going to be it, and that's just not good enough. Yes, 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 yes. We could start building... Well, you have to build this. Sure. I mean, that's honestly a good one. If we have a bus station here already, then we should be relatively certain that we can bring our workers in and can get a couple other things done over here. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. These bridges have to get done. Yes, these roads have to get done. They are being worked on. I don't think I have to worry about them. You can work on this. And then when do you want to work on this? I much rather do a little bit of the road work locally so we don't have to go complete bananas on on the other pieces. That's fine. That's a little all over the place, but I'll allow it. Okay, so construction is going. They know what they're supposed to do. Do we have workers sitting here yet? Effectively none. Effectively none is not great. Also, our buses are relatively far away, so they drive empty often. Let's do this. Citizens should always go here first. All workers, please go there first. And then you can go wherever you want to go from here, which is what they do by default. So maybe having that building assigned gets us a couple extra workers here and there. That could be super. But I am not sure or convinced by that notion yet. Building in this area without a fire station. It's not like I have extra workers available right now, so I think that is okay. You guys, since you're not doing anything useful, you may as well become useful down here. Stop is unreachable for current vehicle. Interesting. You can't... No, there's a bridge here. You can't go around the bridge. Thank you. This road is done, though. Yeah. So now it should be able to get here. Huh. I don't know. It feels like there's a road connection here that goes over there. There's a road connection through here that technically should have them have access to whatever they want to do, but I guess I don't like that one. I took this one out already. Very confusing. I know that I'm just doing the same thing over and over again just to see if it's going to work, but I guess not today. I guess not today is what they're telling me. Could you please... which one is this? Which one is this? It's one of those. That makes perfect sense. Why aren't you taking the other road? Let's investigate. If I give you a quick access to a slower road, will you take it? There's one there, there's one here. Those vehicles are taking the slower roads, but these are the ones that can only go 31, so that makes perfect sense. Why is the excavator not on the slower roads? I don't know, and it's not taking a shortcut here. Nobody's passing anyone. That's not very helpful. But okay. It is the way the cookie crumbles today, so we're just gonna leave that alone. I suppose excavators are doing what they're supposed to do, so that is good. So are we gonna start planning? You might. I mean, there's nothing else to do. These rail cranes are doing what the rail cranes are supposed to do. They're actually doing a pretty decent job at that too. But yeah, we definitely need... Wait, hold on. That rail construction office is still using foreign workers, isn't it? Yes. Well, yeah, it just has to be demolished here eventually. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it when we get there. And once we get there, we will be there. And once we have arrived, we will be there. And therefore, this is starting to overload a little bit. Let's get us 15 of you. How are you doing? You're fine. How are you doing? You are fine. Check all the numbers. That one goes up a little bit. This one goes in a normal direction a little bit. We could start separating stuff out here a little bit, but I'm not sure that that is something absolutely necessary. Utilities here or city? Okay, logically, we should do utilities here. Why? Because we will need some money soon, and this city is going to be up and running well before the other cities, so it would make a lot more sense. I don't think there's a hard rule that says I cannot invite any more citizens. We have a little bit of money, so we may as well make the city full. But having the city full before we have the number of citizens that require more stuff is really not necessary, probably. What are we doing here? Loyalty goes down, everything else is slightly increased. Alcoholism. that's good. No, that's bad. You have more alcohol needs. There's that. How about we make this 7? Maybe that's a good number. Again, I haven't done too much research on that front. This is starting to fill up. That's interesting. This is always pretty much full. That's not really a surprise anymore, so that's okay. Crane, go home. You drunk? You? Okay, yeah, utilities. Utilities for up here. I think that's what we need. Good. What utilities do you need? You need dump trucks to transport gravel up here because that's how you set this up. Got it. We're going to start with that so we can get ahead of that a little bit. You have dump trucks over here. Just use them. They're not doing anything else. I think they're all dump trucks too, so this should be relatively simple. Just move 4 into that depot and you're good to go. Great. Good start. Why are you guys lazy? Stuff is being worked on. I am curious. What do you need? Resources on construction side. Resources needed to finish concrete and gravel. Who's headed your way? Rusty Boosie. What is this? This is an excavator. Interesting. Mostly concrete. We're mostly out of concrete, and those guys are probably stuck behind something else that is not fast enough. Now, what can I do with these? There's a cargo. Oh, wait a Oh, those are the gravel road aficionados that are transporting stuff. You know what? Let's fix that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We have 4 excavators here, which is good. They're responsible for roads. How big are these excavators? They are relatively big, and I want to see which vehicles can transport them. We have this YAG open trailer one. Great. That's what we're going to use. I don't want to get rid of any of those vehicles just yet. So free depot? Sure. Love the free depot. Yeah, free depot is fine. This one. Connect here. Move that one over. Yep. 2 should be fine. And then the YAG open trailer. There's one. I want the open haul, the YAG open trailer. I think it's this one. And you're just gonna be responsible for transporting vehicles now because I don't like the slowdown anymore. I never liked the slowdown anyways, but normally I don't bother fixing anything around that. What is this? That's technical service. What are you doing? You're gonna go here. Got it. Purchase vehicle and mechanism. That's what we wanted. I think you just purchased some. Okay, where's the number? Deliver mechanisms only with trucks. Perfect. So now that nonsense of them being stuck behind these super slow excavators should no longer occur if we are... If I did this right, and I think I did. Great. You guys are doing what you're supposed to do. You have food here. This thing is always just fine. How you guys doing? Crimes not patrolled. Okay. Crimes not patrolled will affect us relatively quickly, so I guess we're going to start the police station as well as everything else. Someone said that notification about waste separation. Okay, yeah, this doesn't matter. This is not active yet, and apparently there's a different research. Again, this was a comment. There's different research that allows my citizens to do that. That's not unlocked until 1959. It's this one. Yeah. Can't click on it. Can't get it yet. 1959. Seems like really far away, but I guess environment wasn't that important. In the Industrial Revolution stage, which... Was it over by World War I? I don't know. I thought it was at least early 20th century for that stuff, but different part of the conversation potentially, and I'm probably saying something wrong anyways, but that's okay. You're trying to do utility stuff. I am trying to do utility stuff. You are indeed correct about that. These guys are getting what they're supposed to get. You can technically probably start doing things. Yeah, sure, let's get a couple of vehicles out here because you may as well. Fuel distribution, you have 19 assigned to you. Perfect. That's exactly the number that I wanted to see because I had one extra. The free ones need to be removed at some point, but we're probably going to add another distribution office right next door here in just a minute. Good. We need these things done. Construction office 4. Would you mind getting those done? This one is actually not required for anything, right? Yeah, this one. Wow, that's a lot of workers here. It's just like one bus arrived and they're like, okay, we're ready to go. And nothing's ready. Trying to think. Yeah, this one really only requires water. And then it puts the bio waste in there. This one is completely unnecessary. If I click the other button, it wants to be destroyed, and that's not super helpful either. What was I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So it's like 2 and 2. They're a little further away, but it's okay. First, we want a tractor. Let's go here. Sewing. We have a 12 and a 20. On the NATO side, we have a nothing. Okay, so get a sewing 12 and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think it's 1, 2, and 4. Harvesting, we can go 20 and 26. Sure. Red. 1, 2. For 4 fields. 2 large. 2 small fields. Sure, this is jungle. There's no winter, so it should be fine. And the rest just gets filled up with the largest harvesting trucks that we have. We have a 10 tonner there. We have 8 tons here. I would like you to be red if you could. 1, 2, 6? Is that right? I mean, gets us what we need, so I guess that's fine. Okay. Fields should be auto-assigned anyways, so that should all be good to go, and they can do whatever they need to do. Great. Good stuff. Awesome sauce. 2 vehicles here. You are repairing stuff. Got it. Let's get started on the next phase, which is bring gravel to the chemical plant. You go from there. Wait until loaded. Thank you. Bring gravel up here. Wait until unloaded. Done. This is more a distraction than necessary, but once we want to turn that industry on, we definitely need this. You. Let's get 4 of those trucks moving. Okay. This is a problem. This is a big problem. There's no fuel here. Oh, there's no excavator here, so that guy's just stuck forever because you don't have an excavator placed there, so nothing can ever move there. Which really just means if you move this one over here, there's no problem. Discard that quarried stone because nobody needs that anyways. Then you can unload your stuff, and we have an extra truck available in the fuel distribution office, which is what we want. 126,000. Yep, we are building stuff. That's what that translates to, and I am liking it. You guys making any progress? Not as much as I would like you to, but there certainly is stuff happening here. And over time, stuff will be fine. As long as we don't have a source up here, I don't care how fast I get anything done. There's no real priority. Once we do have a source up there, that is different. So be patient. What are you going to do with this? Turn around real sharp and then hope that I have my, what did I call it? Switch yard? Yeah, sure, you could put a switch yard right here. That's what you had planned, but you can also just use the clover leaf like a normal person would, and you don't have to punch a hole through the hill over here that you already built. So we'll just see how that works out. What did I want from here? Oh, I wanted something that can transport muck or bio waste. You cannot transport bio waste. Got it. We also need something that can transport cows. Muck would be... Hold on. You don't need muck at all. You need cows. And the cow transporter is just a covered hull. And that one I don't think we have to do anything with. There's a lot of stuff stored here still. Are you gonna start producing more, or do you want to export some fabric? Fabric is worth it. You can totally export fabric if that is something we need to do. We do need money. We do need more production out of this. But technically, well, yeah, this one is not overflowing with fabric, which means we can totally just keep it running the way it is, because we get a little extra profit if we get the clothing out of here, as long as we are close to the production limit on the clothing factory. No, this is a fabric factory. Thank you. As long as we are close to maximum production on both sides, we should be able to export fabric and add a little more value to that product. That sounds Fine. This is what I wanted to see. What do you need? You just need water and livestock. All right. Oh, that was hard. So livestock is here, but without water it doesn't work. Without power it doesn't work. Now we're going to do the thing that I talked about for the last 34 minutes to say, hey, we need utilities out here. Power first. Yes, we do have the power plant sitting right here, but I would like to have everything to go through the main network hub, which is near the border and comes up here. But we do have a spreader. Where do we have it? Right here. Split high voltage switch, I think is what it's called. That should get us connected to the other parts of the area. Do we have extra power sitting here? No, not yet. Again, same idea. They could get their power from this thing, but when this thing is not on, because there's no coal coming in, this whole industry sector is dead, which is not helpful in the slightest for anything that we're trying to do. Therefore, let's just get this off on the right foot. I guess that's a connection that you're going to get from here. How much power do we need? Honestly, not that much. Even the chemical industry shouldn't run that hot in terms of consumption. 6 megawatts. We haven't actually used this one yet. We may as well. Where you're trying to run this to? Really just up the hill, which maybe your best option is to use the this. It's called a railroad track. Yes, that's what I want to use. That's a very long gap that you're bridging there, but maybe this is okay. You would go out this way. Yep. Actually, if you can go closer to here, the wires are actually running on the correct side of the existing power, so this is not bad. You come down here. Yes and yes. So now we have power in this area. Beautiful. Well, we don't, but we will. Electric substation. What do we have? There is nothing that we have to worry about down here. We just have to worry about covering everything possible, which would be anyone right here. It's a little bit far off the beaten path, but there's absolutely no reason to go bigger with this. So we're just going to put it into the forest like so. Come around here, come around there, and let's do a bigger one, mostly because I'm not 100% sure how much power the chemical plant will actually consume here. I would imagine it's quite a bit. So let's see if I can prepare for that appropriately. Here's a semi-industrial sector with some farms running through, so the power line has to go through your area anyways. And then we can't do this, but I could remove a little bit of the, that's the wrong one. I can probably remove a little bit of the field to get the connections that I want here. That's fine. How about you go as far as you can, jump over this. Nope. Jump over this. Nope. It would be really cool if it could actually mimic this, but it will just remove 3/4 of the field, and that's going to be it. That's not super helpful. That side is more helpful, but now the building is in the way, which is unfortunate. Sure. There's still building in the way, according to that thing. I think it's a field. There's a field in the way to itself, which is very annoying. Okay. Do you have to go underground here? I don't really want to go underground, so if you don't want to go underground, you have to go all the way around and wiggle it. Why? I don't want to go that way. Nope. I thought it would look better that way, but probably won't. So this is the alternative to all of this. You come out here, you come here, you go over that way, obviously this way, and then we can connect into it. The thing that I should consider is there are two things right there that need a little bit of power too, and by a little bit of power, I mean literally a little bit of power. There's not much demand out there. It would be nice if these, that's a high voltage switch. It would be nice if these low voltage switches come in a smaller size, but this is gonna be just fine. I don't think I need the size of wire that I have running here, but it will be okay. And then just give me the smallest one. We run that over the hill to get these two connected to power and get that one taken care of. Cool. Substation right there. There's power. Run over the hill as direct line as you can. That's a direct line there, sir. Perfect. So that has everything it needs. Construction office 4. These are your new friends. Get on it. Yep. 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 And yep. Good job. We should have everything covered now, which means this one should get its own fuel. Beautiful. Now, we need some water. Okay. I first have to check if we need a water inlet. Yes, we do. And a water inlet there. And then we just need a water distribution here and just a general distribution in this area as well. None of those are problems. They are just things that we have to accomplish. Therefore, here. This is not a terrible place. Okay. Not a terrible place it is. Get the largest pipe that you can run up here. F3, so you can actually see if this connection makes enough sense. You can go down there. It's tempting to just hook it up to the existing pump, because this city is never going to consume that much water. I may regret this later, but yes, that's what we're going to go with. Then out here, let's get a quick water switch that just switches between... That's fine. Sure. Yeah. That just switches between... effectively the industry and the rest. So industry can get a small one, and the rest will just need a water substation like so. They do like power, which is kind of why I'm staying close to all of this. This should be fine. All right. I mean, there's nothing else that will need power in this area. So, sorry, water in this area. So that's good. You connect here, and footpath wise, you don't need anything fancy, so we may as well just make you connected. That will do. Cool. Construction office 4. These are also your friend, so get onto that as well. Construction office 8. You have not completed a single thing. That is not the end of the world. You have delivered stuff. There are snow workers here, but the workforce or the work phase is almost over there. All of these are making progress. I think I'm okay with that for progress report for right now. So good on you all. High priority is good. Vehicles are heading this way. We're at 40%. Someone's actually on this one, which is great. We'll see when it gets done. It's nighttime. Feels like all of these vehicles are going extra slow, which... Oh, you're trying to get fuel, but at least you're going on the dirt road. That's helpful. But yeah, at some point we do need the fuel to actually get delivered here, which we do need power before that will happen. Okay, that's fine. Happiness is good. Population is still increasing. A few more would be a little nicer, but this is fine. Let's set this one to higher priority because I do need to take care of crime. And yes, I think... that is water at least taken care of in this area, but not all of it. What else do we need? You need another water substation. I hope that I build a water substation early and not something else silly. TRR to rotate you to have the pipe going the right way. I do have to triple check where all of my connections try to be. And it looks like down here is the easiest place to get all of them some water. You don't have to have water in this area, but it does help you quite a bit when you do. So that one gets connected here. Water switch will come in from this side, get me a medium water pipe, F3, because it's just further away, just in case I do want something else later on. I have some options to expand this just a little bit, but this should be fine to get us connected here. Get that one going. This is not part of the initial build phase, so I don't need that one done right away, but we at least are started. Next one, as usual, sewage. So let's get sewage in here. That one covers everyone in the area. That's beautiful. Making sure that this road connection was connected, and it was. And then you actually have the easiest job right here because you're on top of a mountain. So all we have to do now is bring our waste somewhere down here. Is there any chance that you're going to build a civilization on this side? Sure, at some point, maybe. So try to put your sewage outlet somewhere where it doesn't bother everyone. Here would be great. Seems to be a problem there. With that in mind, I don't think I'm gonna find a perfect spot anywhere here, especially since we have some not brick, but rocks sitting right next door. So construction office here, just to get an excavator in. Do we have any excavators nearby that we can borrow? Not there, not there, not there. Also, well, no, these will be really slow because there's no fuel refueling anywhere nearby. So I don't really want them to participate in any other construction if I don't have to. So what we're gonna do is just get 2 extra excavators out here. Extra. Sure. These are fine. And then we can do the terraforming there for the sewage stuff. Speaking of sewage stuff, let's collect it. So not a sewage pump, but a sewage switch would be great. F3 to see some stuff again. There's one. That's what I was looking for. Where was the other outlet? And we can probably do this. TRR gets us a good enough connection that heads right towards the area where we want it to be. Let's do a medium pipe for both of these. No, let's not connect there. That's a bad connection. Let's connect you to here. There should be no problem here. You can go there. And, oh, there's a double sewage outlet. Got it. Almost forgot about it. Almost forgot that the industry will have some sewage for us too. I'm glad I looked. I'm glad I looked underground. You would go there. I did not triple check that all of our connections are appropriate here. By that I mean, do we have the height requirements taken care of? Tunnel above terrain. You'd taken a really funny road anyway, so I didn't want you to go there. And now we require proper slope. That's what I was afraid of. That may happen. That usually just happens now. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Talk to our building here. And actually do this the right way. The right way is use the measurement tool. And see where we are. Here's one. 32 meters. Here's another one. 31 meters. Huh. Should have worked. but it was a little too close. So if we actually put it in there, it should be a lot easier. Let's find our thing again. Sewage switch. Should be okay going in here. 28 meters. Yep. Give me a footpath. Very good. F3 to go underground. Show me the sewage pipe. We just need a small one. If you connect right away, this should be really easy. Obviously not. Some other infrastructure's in the way. Can you avoid that other infrastructure like so and then come down here? Yes. Yes, you can. Direct lines, more cheaper. That's what we're doing here. And then just use the slightly larger pipe. I don't think that's connected the right way. Now we are. Use a slightly larger pipe to come down here. Don't be above the terrain. Go underneath buildings. Then connect into there. And then have we received our excavators yet? We have not, and we cannot do terraforming without them. Oh, we're really close. Oh, look at them. Look at them go. Problem is, they're going to go all the way back to get fuel in just a second. Just the way this works. But then, right? Yes, they're out of fuel. But then we get to do a little bit of terraforming, get these things all figured out. So that is cool. Okay, power-wise, we don't have power connected yet, and we may as well. We're now in the area, so let's get that going. Again, we have power here most of the time, but when we don't, we need some. This one is a little more complicated because there is the mine. The mine wants to be supplied. Most of the building... I think you need 2 power thingies here. Okay. Put one here then. just a little north of everything. That looks fine. Does it? Mm-hmm. You sure? Totally. All right, are you covering everything that you need to cover? I think so. Put one on the south side, somewhere over here where the sewage switch already is. And we should be good to go. Which one did you miss? You missed the distribution office. Very good. Good of you to find. Now that one is probably okay if it's just going to be part of the... if it would rely on the power plant that's nearby. But why risk that if we don't absolutely have to? And yes, by the way, the rail distribution office is done. Also needs water. Good point. It doesn't need clean water, though. Also good point. Okay. That's connected. That got a fancy footpath. I think that's okay. What are you doing here? You're probably trying to put one of these multi-switches in. These come in priority, too. They do. Is that worth it here? It really doesn't matter. Because we have two sources of power. I don't know how the game decides which one to take at what point. But I think this one will be just fine for what we need to have happen here. So, you don't need a fancy gravel road. You can just get that. Nothing here really consumes a lot of anything power-wise. So, this wire should be very appropriate. This wire then goes the opposite way. Do you like how I'm not trying to stack the wires right now? I hope you appreciate that. You go this way, you come out. Okay, that's the middle. Wow. Cannot make it out that way. It's okay. You go that way, and then we just need this one to follow the path all the way up the hill until you can get that connection. Beautiful. Yes, that's good. F3. I think our excavators now have finally arrived, so we can do the next step, which is a little bit of sewage dumping, which will be right here. Sewage discharge. And then once we click it the first time, it will start telling us that you can actually not terraform here anymore. Just give it a second. It will tell us again. There you go. It likes to do that. So, because there are rocks here, this is more difficult to terraform anyways. Oh, come on. It's going to take me 5 minutes as usual. I saw that was one more blink. And it's at some point it will always work. At some point. But you generally don't have that much room. So let's use our excavators to do excavatoring. Wow, there's like a flat spot now. I like that a lot more. So if we raise this is still rock. Okay, you don't have to raise it, but maybe you can get it in here now. I don't care where it goes. I just need it to go. Ah, see? It's easy. It took me 4 months. This may be by far the most frustrating building for new people and for experienced people alike. I mean, there's just nothing good to say about that mechanic. No, it's definitely not my favorite, but it is what it is, and it is done now. That's the important piece. What's that one? Sewage switch. F3. Sewage switch goes right there. That's the power station. Good, good, good. Medium pipe. Go this way. That shouldn't be a problem. Yay, easy. And there you go. What have I not done? I have not switched over to a previous year because we're still in 1935. Obviously, everyone that says differently is wrong. Yes. And power is getting done, looks like. Money is fine. These guys are doing what they're supposed to do. I could babysit them a little bit and send them home faster. That would actually speed up production a lot. This has gotten some work done. There were 420 work days earlier, and now they're not anymore. But there you go. We're getting closer. I'm gonna guess the chemical industry is gonna run before anything else. Is it gonna run without coal? Ooh, oh, that's a dirty, dirty question because, yeah, obviously we can't really do anything unless there's coal available in the area. Gravel, we've started. Coal. Are you gonna get coal in? Did you forget something? Is this coal or gravel? Hold on. Do you need coal? You don't need coal for chemicals. Why do you think you need coal for chemicals? I do not know. The recipe is pretty clearly saying gravel, crops, water, wood, oil. No coal. So once we have a little bit of oil production here, which honestly is that guy supposed to feed into this thing, but the way, well, this is a pump. Yeah, you just build a couple things. You can start filling that up if you want to. There you go. We should be good to go. I like it. So yeah, that one can technically get started. These, ugh, so much water. Yeah, we need the sewage pipe. We need all the underground stuff done too. That's not just gonna happen and be ready to go. So there's a lot of concrete that we need. We need this stuff to actually go down here. You need to be constructed. This one definitely needs to be get done. Someone can actually work on that footpath there if you don't mind. Power lines are going through here. I like the underground view right now because it keeps stuff away that I don't really care about. There's some biowaste needing to go there. Water tower is done. That's lovely, but there's so much more underground work that has to be done. That's not lovely. Still, nobody has moved in into most of the buildings here. There's no reason to have this one run full. 6 people should be sufficient. Get a couple vehicles in. The GSA? Sure. That looks cute. I don't know that I had that one before. 2 of you vehicles. And then a distribution office. Well, there's a fuel station right there. Do you want to deliver here or no? They're getting fuel. So they should also get fuel. Yeah. But where's the fun in that? Let's just unassign this. And give you a new contract, which is this building. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. It's happening. I am surprised that we haven't run into extreme problems, but I also like it. No, this is good. This is good. This is fine. Nothing this year has gone through. 1 prisoner escaped last year. We don't care about that anymore. How's this going? 24%, but 600 people. So, I don't know. Maybe we could start organizing. Send this one home. Control H. Start organizing some more stuff happening. Let's do this as a 6. We don't need that much. And then, yay, medicine. Increased birth rate. Actually, that would be super. Yes. Let's fill up the city with what we have. I know that we don't have that many teachers available right now, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We could invite some smart people. We may have to. 25% is not the best, but as long as you're, I mean, 600 people, that should be fine to teach enough of our citizens to do what they're supposed to do, and I think that's all good. Trash-wise, these seem to be doing okay. Let's check on our friend again. That one is a little higher than what I would like it to be, but this one is at least empty now, so I think we're still doing okay overall. Yeah, no, everything is fine. Build some of these things. Hey, someone got done. That's beautiful, which means we could actually move those guys over here, but we don't have to yet because the fuel station is actually right there. And I still haven't figured out how we're going to transport people or build the city. Yeah, that's going to be next. I think this is all set up, ready to go to actually get constructed and things get done. There's just a lot of construction happening right now that we have to worry about. And I'm assuming these guys are actually saying, yeah, those things have everything that they needed. Mechanical components. Ah. You know what that translates to? I should have gotten a couple covered holes here, and then that would have been good. Covered hole. We don't even need big ones. Just quick ones. 0.75 tons of food is not going to be helpful here. At least 2 tons. I want 2 tons of something and make you fast. There we go. That's a good one. Can I get blue? Blue? Nope. Well, dark green it is. 2 of these should be able to transport a couple things at least. Most of the place is probably what do you require. 2.3 tons of mechanical components. 3 tons of mechanical. 2.9 tons. Being able to transport that in one run would actually be really nice. I'm trying to be a little more different every once in a while, but look at this. This is 1 trip of this one, 2 trips of that one. What is this? 42, 40, 35. Ow, 40, 40. No, 60, 70. No, that's just for food. It's not helpful. 2.5 tons of mechanical components. This is what we bought. No, it's a 31. This is what you bought. No. I don't know what I bought. 2 tons of mechanical at 45. What is speed? Like slow speed? No, this is fastest speed. So 1.2, nothing. 1.5 tons mechanical, 2 tons of mechanical, but we're only at 45. This one's 60. I think I get a couple of these. Get some more and call it good. It was the green one. I recognize the green color, so that's all fine. Ambulance not arrived. Why? Should be fine. Health is good. Happiness is good. Crime is reasonable. If you didn't arrive, is there a problem here? No, you seem to be doing just fine. All right. Keep it up. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Stuff is growing. Stuff is happening. We probably are not that far away from chemical industry. And I think once I have chemical industry technically running, we do have to be more serious about setting up signals and getting a rail distribution office running. I do have to be more serious about getting more people in faster. And then there are a bunch of other things that we can probably also think about. But for right now, I think we're good with everything that we have. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye.